What's up, y'all? Buenos dias to my addicts, to my adictos. Um, I'm here with my shibiri today. She's co-piloting today. All right, I wanna talk to you guys about the other dream. Okay. Um, like I said, I had a couple of them, but the other ones aren't that important. But these two significant ones that are. Um, I already talked about the one about the dad and the girl and the coffins, and how I flatlined. And if you guys seen the video, you guys know what I'm talking about. So now I'm going to talk about this other dream that I had, which was after. All right. Um. Okay. So I wake up in this room. It's like a hospital room, right? And it's a small room. And you know how when you lay down on the bed and you have your knees up, and if you have a cover on your knees, it makes a barrier. You can't see to the other side. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, so my knees were like that. I wasn't. It seemed like it was a hospital, right? And my room was dark. Okay. In front of me there was a wall, and then the door was on the right side, right? And my room was completely dark, but on the other side there was no door. It was just the doorway, no door. It was open, and there was a light on the other side, but it wasn't a bright light. It was like it seemed like at the end of that room on the other side there was a lamp. So there was light, but not real bright. And between me and that lamp, there was two people there, because I could see shadows moving, and I can only see about that much about of the shadows, because my knees were blocking most of the door, so I could just see the corner, the corner of the door, where where people were moving, and I could see the shadows, but they weren't people, man. Trip out. Um, this dream, I had it 3 times. I'm gonna talk about the first time I had it. Okay, I wake up and I hear people whispering, and I know it's a female and a male, and they're talking in a way they don't want me to know what they're saying, and they're giggling. The female's giggling more, and so that's the first dream. So then I go dream some other dream. I don't. You know how when you dream and then you wake up and you know you dreamt something, but you can't remember what it is. So I had a lot of dreams, really, but I don't really remember them. So once I stopped dreaming that dream, I dreamt something else, and then I came back to this dream in a different time, different day, different hour. I don't know, but I remember I dreamt this 3 times. The second time, I wake up again. Now I'm in the same room, same setting. But this time, it's crazy, because this time it's gonna be kind of weird, but check this out. For some reason, I get aroused. Okay. And now that I've had time to think about it and prayed on it, these two people that were talking, they were unclean spirits, man. And I didn't know that at the time. I know that now, but at the time I didn't know that. I didn't even know they were spirits. I just knew there were some two people whispering, talking to each other. And in this dream, it's crazy because I got aroused. And with my mind, I asked them to have relations, trip out. And they started laughing, like giggling big time. Like, and what was happening is they were manipulating my thoughts. They were unclean spirits, man. And they started cracking up as soon as I asked them to have relations. And then I stop having that dream, right? I leave it, and then I come back the third time and the last time, trip out. Um, this time it seemed a little different because this time I was kind of scared. I was feeling some kind of a certain feeling of being frightened, and my legs were still up, my knees. They were still covering. I couldn't really see on the other side because I was laying down and I was seeing in front of me, but my knees and the cover, the sheet was covering most of my view, and I can only see the top of the doorway, and the shadows moving, and they were still whispering to each other and giggling. And all of a sudden, as I feel that I'm leaving this dream, and I know it's gonna be the last time that I'm gonna be in that dream. I know it. And all of a sudden, I hear the guy say, "Where are you going?" So I stop. Like whatever's sucking me out of the dream stops. And I go back to where I'm at when he says, "Where are you going?" And what I'm thinking is that his power brings me back. Like he wasn't expecting me to leave. Like it's something that was happening out of his control that he started tripping out. So when I was getting sucked out of that dream, I heard him say, "Where are you going?" And I'm back to where I'm at. And this time, as I go back, he comes from wherever he's at, but I don't see and remember my knees are covering the view. He automatically appears on the other side of my knees, man. I know he's there. This time I'm scared, man. I'm frightened. And I'm frozen, right? And he's mad. I could tell he's angry, man. And all of a sudden, on the other side of my knees, of the sheet, two eyes start coming up. Blue eyes. Crystal blue eyes. You know, they say if you watch videos of people who have near death experiences, they talk about you see colors you've never seen before, and I guess smells and stuff that normally on this plane of existence we can't see, or we can't taste, or we can't hear, or whatever. Everything is different when you're in the spirit realm, right? Well, these two eyes start coming up, man. Blue eyes, and you know what? They're beautiful eyes, man. I get hypnotized with the colors. There's light blue, sky blue, greenish blue, fucking brownish, all the blues that you could imagine, man. That it's hard to explain. Well, these two eyes start coming up, right, from my knees, like, and I'm hypnotized, man. And not only that, but the colors are moving. They're like moving, like the atoms are moving. I'm hypnotized by this, right? And all of a sudden, they stop right about here where his nose is at. I can only see his eyes. Now I can't see his head or nothing. It's just his eyes because it's real dark in the room. And all of a sudden, I'm starting to get something is starting to take me out of the dream, and I'm starting to feel like happy because I'm at that second. I'm like, okay, I'm leaving this situation, and I'm starting to feel a little calm. Okay, I'm starting to leave, and at an instant, as I'm starting to leave, he lunges at me, man. He goes, "No!" Right? And he lunges at me, and as he's coming out, it's slow motion, but at the same time, it's quick. It's hard to explain. As he's coming out, he has a nostril, man, like a warhog. You know how the warhogs have teeth coming out like that? Well, just imagine a foot long snout with all kinds of teeth, man, and rings and all kinds of teeth, man, coming out nasty, man, fucking ugly. He lunges at me, man, and it's crazy because all of a sudden my right hand grabs him, boom, and as I grab him, man, he he starts trying to leave, man. He's like a little dog, like he starts whimpering like a little dog, and it's crazy because it's funny to me because a minute ago he was a big badass whatever he is, and now he's like trying to get away, man. And I start singing a church song, bro. I start singing a church song, man, and I start singing Dios manda lluvia, derrama el espíritu, enciende hoy tu fuego, sana mis heridas, cámbiame, Señor. I start singing that with a passion, man. And he's trying to get away, man. He's like, oh, shit. See, that song right there is one of my favorite songs. And I remember the first time I heard that song was when I went to church with my ex-wife, man, and her parents. God bless her parents, man. And her too, and all her family, man. And that song, I would sing it throughout the years. Every time I was feeling down, man, I would sing that song, man. And it would help me. And I'm not really into like Christian singing and like the radio. I don't really I'm not it doesn't really I don't really listen to Christian music. I'm just not there yet, I guess. But anyways, I wasn't planning to sing this. It all of a sudden it just happened, man. I grabbed him and he started wiggling like a little bitch. In other words, man, like all scared and what was happening, man, was this: the spirit, man, of addiction and of lust was leaving my body, man. Straight out, I believe that. Addiction and lust and specific sins, man, are specific entities, man. They're professional at what they do. Some people are going to be like, oh, este vato, oh, he lost me there. You're talking about spirits and shit. Well, it's all good. Get lost, man. I'm talking about the people who get what I'm saying, man. I'm talking to you guys that are digging me, that understand about spiritual warfare, man. Okay? It's real, bro. And I know that, man, because now, ever since I got out of the hospital, man, I don't think about a lot of stuff that I used to think about, man. When it comes to lust and when it comes to drug use and alcohol and just the stuff I see on my phone, bro, that's gone, homie. And I'm thankful, and I'm so thankful to the Lord, man. Because those two sins, bro, lust and addiction, go hand in hand, man. And they're very powerful, man, and it's very hard to break from them, bro. So those of you who are in addiction, who are addicted to lust, okay? If you are uncomfortable where you're at, ask the Lord to help you with that, man. And he will in time. You got to ask him though. And you can't be comfortable in your sin. You got to know that it's messing you up. Okay? You got to feel it. You got to want to not be there. Now, if you're having a bomb time doing drugs and in lust, if you're like, then you're not understanding what I'm saying. You still haven't got it. It still hasn't broken you down to where it's making you suffer and it's taking stuff away from you. You're still in that honeymoon stage. But I'm going to tell you this. You're eventually going to get there, man, where you don't want that no more. And you're sick and tired of it. And you want something better for yourself in your life, man. Because it's taking too much time from you, man, where you can be doing other better stuff, man. On top of that, it brings a lot of other stuff with it. Baggage. Okay? And I'll let you figure out what I'm talking about when I'm talking about what baggage those sins bring to your life, man. Ahí te la dejo de tarea. Okay? So it's a trip because that was the Lord's hand, man. It wasn't even my hand. Because I was up until then, bro. Like I said, in those dreams, I never even thought about the Lord, man. But in that second, I knew who it was, man. It's a trip, bro. How he lunged at me because he didn't know what was going on, and I grabbed him and I sung that song, and I was torturing him, bro. I was torturing that demon, man, because that's what it was. It was an unclean spirit, man. A professional at what he does, eh? Yeah, yep. That's what we're fighting against, man. The spirit realm. Okay, so if you believe in God, you gotta believe in the evil one. If you believe in the evil one, you have to believe in the good one. Okay, so I just wanted to tell that dream because I've completed what I needed to do. Everything else is going to be extra, but this right here, these dreams that I've talked about, I needed to get them out there, man, and I've done it. I've done what I needed to do. So everything else after this is just going to be a little extra. You know, whatever. However you want to take it. However you understand what I'm trying to say. Okay? Um Again, I'm going to finish this video with talking to my addicts, to my adictos, man. You know, love yourself, man. Love yourself and know that if you ask for help from the Lord, he will help you in his own time. Okay? You guys take care and be safe.